Hi there, Kevin Gallagher here. I just wanted to show you how to set up your very own brand campaign. Now, if you read my post on it, you'll know that I mentioned Nike, and I'm just going to use Nike as an example here because it's quite simple. What I didn't mention in the article is a lot of gyms have this issue. They don't show up at all when you type in their gym name. And they do lose a lot of business because of that, because people are not maybe that familiar with their gym, but they don't type it into Google. Anyway, so here's the Nike example. I've typed in Nike into Google, and you can see the first result there is Nike itself. Nike UK/official. Nike play inside, play the world. Now, and then you can see GD Sports down there. Because now, another example I had in the post was Skechers. Now, they don't show up at all. Now, there may be a reason why they do that, but I don't know why they would do that, because surely their products are more profitable if you buy them from them. They're one of their suppliers. Maybe they have a deal with their suppliers that they're not going to advertise. So actually, if I just do a refresh, and you can see the ad changes, so there are testing different ads here. Okay, so let's actually go into my test campaign here. I've blurred this out at the top so you can't see that for privacy reasons. So I'm just going to create a new campaign. And depending on what your objective is, it might be sales, it could be leads, whatever what your main call to action is on your site. If you're an e-commerce site, obviously that would be sales. In this case, I'm just going to go for leads, and I'm going to click the search campaign. Now, this might look a bit differently depending on when you watch this video, because Google changes this all the time. If it's website visitors, I'm just going to type in Amazon demand, just to stop any confusion with Google. You're trying to do ads for Nike, basically. You should always make sure you've got a conversion action set up. I'm not going to go into that today because it takes a bit while to set that up. And I just want this to be a quick video so you can get set up with this quickly. You should always optimize for conversions where possible. So you should set up. I can do a video on conversions if that's something. Continue. Get rid of this little notification. Okay, just give your campaign a name. I would always call this a brand campaign. And a couple of tips here on how to set up a campaign properly. Make sure you untick this box. Don't want to be in there. And untick this box. And select your locations. In this case, I'm just going to leave it as United Kingdom. Even if you only supply your products or services to a local area, it's always good to just do United Kingdom, because somebody could be in London and they live in Glasgow and they're working in London and they're looking for your product or service. It's good for that to show up regardless of where people are, because it's not about where people are, it's about what their intentions are. And in this case, intentions are your business. So let me also, audiences, you don't need to worry about that. Budget, let's just do it £2 a day. Clicks, now I would change this strategy to manual CPC. And then I don't have any conversions set up on this account. That's why it's this grayed out. If you do, and I suggest you do, have conversions set up, make sure that's ticked, because it'll help enhance it a little bit more. And then once you've got a few conversions, you can change this to maximize conversions. Here, I'm not going to go through this. This is quite extensive. So site link, I'll just briefly explain to you what they are. So site link extensions are little links. You can see that on the Nike app here. If I show you, this is a site link extension here. Call out extensions, this stuff here. Shop the latest today types. They've only got a couple there. I don't think that should show them. It's basically just a call out. You could say like free delivery, 50% off first purchase, guaranteed results, or whatever it is. You can just like a call out. It's like a benefit. A call out is a benefit, not a feature. Make sure it's a benefit. Call extension, you can put your phone number in there. And there's lots of other different kinds of extensions. There's a structured snippet, an app extension, a lead form extension, message extension. There's so many. So you want to have as many of them that make sense to have, because it basically makes your ad bigger. If Nike didn't have their site link extensions here, then you would not be able to see how big their ad is. Their ad would not be as big. So try and put as many as you can in there, and that will make the visibility of your ad. Especially if you're running a brand campaign. Now, if your site link extensions, it should be, if you add a new one, it should be like all your main links of your navigation. It should be different categories. If you're an e-commerce site, like shoes, bags, cat hats, etc. Or if you're in a marketing agency, SEO, social media, email marketing, if that's all your services, put that and then link that to each page to make it easy for your customers to get to the page they need. So let's just ignore that just now. Now save and continue. Okay, so your ad group name, I would just call it brand again, or brand one. Excuse me. Default bid, I would put that at 50p. I mean, I might not even be as high as that. For some reason, it's wanting to put all my keywords in here. Now, for keywords, if I am Nike, I'm not going to put Nike in here. Well, let me see if I can put Nike in here. I would just put in square brackets, so that's not right, and put Nike. Okay, that's the only keyword that you want, and it's your brand name. Sometimes it can be more difficult if your brand name is a more searched phrase. Let me see if I can think of an example. If you're, let's say you're a heating engineer and your company name was the Boiler Company. Now, if you put the Boiler Company in there, or Boiler Company, people will search for that, even if they're not looking for your business. So it works especially best if your business name is quite unique, and you really know that that's what they're searching for. So just put it in exact match. Now, I've also got Google Search Console open here. Now, if you have access to this, great. If you don't, it's not a huge thing, but I would recommend you do set this up. Just go type in Google Search Console, and if you haven't already set it up, click on the links to set that up. It's quite easy to set up, and it gives you some feedback on how well your site's doing. But for this example, what we're wanting to do is go to performance on the left-hand side. Now, this is just a dummy account, really. It's not really doing much. And you want to look in here. These are queries. So these are things that people are actually typing into Google where your site is showing up. Look for variation in. And if you find like different variation, then use them as well, because that's what people are searching for, because you want to capitalize on everything, every variation that people search for your business. Now, this example, this is Stargazer Digital, part of my business. So you could use Stargazer Digital as a keyword, exact match, or just Stargazer, depending on what people are searching for. I'm just going to put Nike in there. It might flag that up as not appropriate, but let me see. So that's all I want. So you'd have your final URL would be your home page. In this instance, for a Google ad, you should send them to your homepage because they're looking for your business. It's not as if they're looking to buy a product or service. Well, they probably are, but they're not actually looking for that at this moment. So it's best to have that. So headline 1, right, if you look at Nike. So in case you're not looking to put a keyword in here, well, you kind of are because your business name. So it'd just be Nike. Let's see what else I've got here. A little tip up to do. UK online store, so you could put a benefit in there, Nike, 50% off. Headline 2 be the official Nike site. Now that's really, really important that you put that in there, and they've put that in there. So official Nike site. Now, the reason you want to do that is because when people are looking and they see different results, they see that and it says official Nike store or Nike site. So you should put in there, if you're the Boiler Company, the Boiler Company official site, because you want to make sure people know that that's who it is. And in here, you can do what they've put in there for, because sometimes it doesn't show it, is another benefit, free delivery. A bit long, but you get the idea. On all orders. Okay, You can put something in here. Nike has. Now, this is what it will display. And you can put a keyword in here or your business name. What Nike's done is UK official. So you can just put official in there if you want to make sure people know that it's your official site. Description. And what they have is discover the latest innovations at Nike.com. Shop online with free delivery. The official website, home of everything Nike. Shop the latest releases today. Types blah, blah, blah. So I would recommend you do is put in here benefit. I can spell. You seem like a great speller. Benefit. 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 Like whatever it is, not your feature. Take your feature and tell how your customer benefits from that feature. It's a good way to come up with your benefits. Is just list out all your features and then flip that around and said, well, what's the benefit of that to the customer? And then I would use more benefits in here, but end with a call to action. Shop today or get your quote. Whatever it is that you're wanting people to do. And that's it. So if I save that, I've got a policy violation there because that's probably because of the Nike. Or capitalization, sorry, I've overcut. I've got to put off here. There you go, that's the problem. You can only put one capital letter in an a Facebook ad. Okay, I hope you can hear me okay, by the way. I'm just kind of speaking a bit quiet because it's really early in the morning here. I didn't want to wake everybody up. With lockdown in full swing here, we're all working from home. Anyway, I digress. Continue the campaign. Now, what I would do is next, go back in and go to your ads. I would then copy that out. And sorry, not copy that. What I do is click on this here and copy and edit and make a slight variation of that so you can test it against each other to see what works best. Keep an eye on that. And if you're not getting any traffic from that, it's a good indication that your business isn't really that well known and you need to maybe do some awareness of your business with different kinds or your brand. But if you've already got awareness, it should work brilliantly. Let me know how you get on, either in my Facebook group or just reply to an email or the comments on the blog, whichever. Hopefully you find this helpful. Thanks for watching.